I would like to mention that today so I will not be able to do my regular class as like I'm out of the city, but don't worry, I'll do this anyhow. So basically, I would like to share my screen first. So as I'm out of city, I decided to do the textbook. So which actually we have already started, but we have not go through topic by topic. So today my expectation is to go through this topic by topic or one by one. And so already we have discussed about what is data and the basic features of data. We have already discussed that. And so, it's about raw facts or the basic facts about something, someone, or some concept. I actually here you can see in this this is there in your note. So the waiting people, so I have already given them the permission. Okay. Just the security settings again. Yeah, I have disabled the waiting room. I think it's okay. Okay. So hope you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir. We can see it clearly.
Then what I discussed in the initial stage today, we discussed about data. Data are raw facts or the basic facts about something, someone, or some concept. It's about something, someone, or some concept. Here it mentioned the numbers, words, images, symbols, which do not bear a meaning. But so I would like to change it a little because you cannot exactly tell it's not having a meaning because it's having some meaning. But that meaning is basically not much useful. Okay, let's say red. Red is a color, it has some meaning, but that is not much useful in decision making, right? That is the nature. So it doesn't tell that like, so we cannot exactly tell it's not having any meaning. It's having some meaning, right? But since it has a meaning, so it can be used, but not much useful in decision making. That's what the data is. But when it is organized into the tables or organized into some logical grouping, so not just the tables, so some kind of logical grouping into the chart, into a graph, into a paragraph, into a sentence, right? Into a movie, into a picture, or into an animation. So then it carries a meaning which is useful and which can be taken for decision making. Okay, that is about the information. Information has a meaning and it has a time value too. What is time value? Can anyone tell? So, what is the
Gap
idea? What's the
between the
time value
time.
of?
Gap between the time. I think so, sir.
Sorry.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you repeat it?
According to me, gap in the time. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, gap in the time. No, I'm asking about time value.
Uh,
Value of
like
it.
valuable of time.
Can you give an example?
Like our simil has kale ranha samane like that, sir.
Oh, no, time value of information, something like this. Okay, so let's take an example. As an example, I would like to take as an example. I would like to take a cricket match. So, if you can remember, at the time we won the World Cup, it was remarkable achievement. It was really valuable. Okay, think about in Sri Lankan context, think about election. When election was won by some party, so people are really happy. They are celebrating. So they are putting some fireworks and maybe parties. Likewise, they try their level best to celebrate it and enjoy the victory. But is it happening every day? So are they celebrating the election in 2020 now?
No, sir. They are scold to them.
Now actually they are scolding. So that's the nature. So that time it was really, really valuable, but now it like people are now they don't even like to remember that. So that is the time value. Time value means that time it was valuable, but now it's not. That is the nature. Even the World Cup, if you take, so it has similar thing. No? World Cup, if you take the time that we won the World Cup, it was really good achievement. The people were celebrating, newspapers were publishing articles, right? Everybody was celebrating that, and people like even north, south, everyone. But after some time, it was like just a fact. So that is the nature of information. Information has its highest value at the creation time. But with the time, it will be diminishing. Diminishing means step by step it's going down. Understood my point
Yes, sir.
about the time value? Right.
Yes.
Okay. So that is called time value of information. For an example, you can tell election results, or even you can say your examination results. Maybe let's say your level results one day. So at the day that it was published, or it is, so it will be published. So you will be definitely celebrating that. So if you get like 9 days and all, so it will be a victory. But after some time, so even I got 9 days for my O levels, but I'm not celebrating it now. So that was remarkable at that time, but not now, right? That was in that days, earlier days. That's the situation, right? It has the value at the creation time, but with time it's diminishing. So think about the first time Windows XP was introduced. It was a valuable thing. The first time Windows 11 was introduced, again it was a big hype. News was everywhere. Everybody was talking about Windows 11. But now it has taken some days. Now Windows 11 is not a magic. After some time, Windows 11, now everybody got that installation. So now it's not that much valuable, but still valuable. More than that Windows XP, it's valuable. But after 2 or 3 years, maybe 2024, 25, so you won't have big magic to see in Windows, that version, right? Windows 11 version. So that's the nature. Okay, so I would like to take one piece of information, and when you have information, so we can take decisions. So I would like to emphasize, or I would like to highlight the example in this book. So they are telling about the NIC. They are mentioning about National Identity Card, NIC. So how many of you got NIC number? Do you have NIC number?
No, sir.
No, okay. Right? You don't have it.
No, sir. We don't have it. Not yet,
Okay.
sir.
So it doesn't
I
matter.
think because of our age.
Age, yeah. In future, you'll get it, right? In future, you'll get it. So for the moment, you can refer to your parents' NIC. If you have access to your parents' NIC, so do this today. So if you analyze the information in the parents' NIC, you can find out some information. This will be interesting activity. So please do that. So the first 2 digits
Yes,
of all NIC, right? First 2 digits of all NIC mentions about the birth year. Here, 74 means the birth year is 1974. But new format, it has 12 digits altogether. This is all format. So let's calculate how many digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Altogether 10 digits. 10 digit NIC is old one. But new NIC, if you have like maybe you can check the NIC of your mother and father both, or maybe you have uncle or auntie. You can check their ones also. Sometimes you might find new NIC. Sometimes you will find old NIC. Right? If it is old NIC, there will be 10 characters, including English letter. This English letter V says you born in Sri Lanka. If English letter is X, it refers you born in some other country. Right? So it's V and X basically. X means some other country, V means Sri Lanka. And if it is 12-digit one, you don't have these letters. If it is 12-digit NIC, there is a new format, but you have the full year. Except 74, in the new NIC, you can see 1974. All 4 digits in the beginning refers to the birth year. So if you have access to NIC now, so now you will realize, you will understand what I'm telling, right? Otherwise, just imagine the first 2 digits or first 2 digits in the old NIC or the first 4 digits in the new NIC has year information. The next 3 digits. So I'll deviate from this example now. So whatever they are in the book, it says 0 to 4 denotes the person is male and 5 to 9 denotes the person is female. So it's getting 2 information, the gender and the birth year. So, but I'm going to give you more information. Gender, birth year, as well as the birthday. Right, all 3. So let's find out how to do that. Okay, so the next 3 digits means this, right? Here, let me show. So these 3 together. So if you see the circle, it is 277. These 3 digits, right? These 3 digits, 277 indicates your year. It indicates your birth date. Date in the specific year. So 1974, 277th date. So it's bit odd, right? 1974, 277th date. How many days are there per year?
360.
360 or 365.
365 or 366, right? 365 or 366. Agree or not agree? Per year, you will get 365 or 366.
Right,
Which you will get like 366?
like
Leap year.
Sorry?
big years, like big years.
Yes.
Leap years.
In each 4 years, you will get such year. So when February has 29 days, then altogether it will be 366 days for that year. In such years, February has 29 days. Okay, I think you can recall the calendar now, right? If you cannot remember. We got such year in 1996, I guess. 1996, 2000, 2004 and 2008. Likewise, it's going all 4 by 4, right? So 2022, we don't have. But I think 2020 we had. 24 will be the next. Right? Check. So I also cannot remember which year we got. I think 2024 will be the next 366 days year. But you can just check. Okay, that is not our problem. That is, we have to find out the information anyway. Okay, I would like to give you a small demonstration. Let's use, okay, let me share. Sorry, let me share Google Sheets. Let's search for Google Sheets. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm sharing my screen again.
Okay, sir.
Can you see my screen again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm using Google spreadsheet, right? But you can use your textbook. That doesn't matter. Sorry, you can use your writing book. You can use your writing book, and let me erase this information. These are not required. Just clearing. I have to clear one by one. Okay, let's refer to the first set. Let's fill in white color. Okay, let's refer to the first part. So you can see each month, January to December. Then here you can see how many dates are there for each month, right? I'll give you a few examples, but before that, I think I have to erase all these facts. Okay, so let's go to the example now. I hope you can see my
Yes, sir.
screen.
We can.
January to December, you have dates. So January has 31 days. February, typically it's 28 days, but I mentioned as 29 because that is the usual norm. As a practice, we will consider there will be 29 days in each year, but that is not true. For the calculation purpose, we consider that, right? I know that is not true. Calculations, for the calculation purpose, we will take 29 days of February, only for the calculation purpose, right? Okay, then March has 31 days. And the April 30, May 31 days, June 30, July 31, and August 31, September again 30, October is 31, and November 30, and December 31. So these are the dates. So let's calculate the cumulative total, cumulative value. So first, the cumulative value will be 31 because January has 31. The first 31 days belongs to January. That is true for both sides, right? January has 31 days. And first 31 days belongs to January. Then February has 29 days. Then first 31 to the January and January plus February. January 31 and February 29. So January plus February is 60. So this is how calculate. This is how I calculate, right? January 31 and next February 29 all together there will be 60 days. And January plus February plus March will be 91 days, right? January 31, March 31, 31 plus 31, 62, 62 plus 29 is 91. Altogether 91 days for January, February and March. Then January, February, March, April, 121 days. January, February, March, April, May. So likewise up to December, so altogether how many days? 366 days. So is this clear or do I need to explain this again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, clear. So what I have done, I have taken each month, also taken days per each month and days, how many days are there for each month. Then I have taken the cumulative value for that month and previous month. This month you have 31, the previous month you have 60, 31 plus 60 is 91. So this month you have 30, but the previous month you have 91 days. So 30 plus 91 is 121. So this month you have 31, but the previous month you will have 335 days. Altogether it is 366 days. This is how I have calculated. So then I have put some sample date of birth. So can you tell me the year, birth year of the first date of birth? It's all format. All format means how we find all format. This letter is there as well as there are 10 digits. So what is the date of birth? What is the year, birth year? Birth year is given by the first 2 digits of your NIC, or in new format first 4 digits. So what is the birth year of this person?
1986.
1986. That is the birth year. The second one. So what is the birth year? It is new format. 1998. The third one. What is it? 1978. So that is, yeah, that is easy. So next, find in the gender. Find in the gender if the first digit, if the third digit If the third digit is between 0 to 4, so that is male. If it is from 5 to 9, that is female. So what do you think about the gender of the first person?
Female.
Male.
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 It's male. So if it is between 0 to 5, 0 to 4, 0 to 4, that is male. Third digit, right? Third digit is 1 here, no? Third digit means 6, 8, 6, 1. 1 is the third digit. 1 is between 0 to 4. So it's male. So next third digit is, what is the third digit? So not third digit. Actually, we have to take the fifth digit. Because 4 digits are belongs to the year, no? Next digit.
Female.
Next digit is?
Female.
Digit is 5. 5 means female. Okay, the third one.
Male.
Third one means you have 1, 2 digits is year 1978. Then third digit is 2. 2 is male. Understood how gender is found?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If not, please let me know, right? If it is between, actually this is happening like 0 to 3. If it is 0 to 3, then it is male. Because it's not exceeding 3. So you have only 366 days, so it's not exceeding 3. So the maximum will be 3. So then next will be 5 to 8. But according to book, it is 5 to 9. That is also okay. 5 to 9 or 5 to 8 is female, right? So doesn't matter if you remember the book also, right? It's 5 to 9. 5 to 9 female. That is also totally okay. Actually, it's not, the 9 will not be there, but you can consider the range. Here also, the range is 0 to 4. But 4 will never come. But still, it's okay. You can consider the range. So I'll tell why 4 will never come. 5 to 9. 9 will never come. Why? Because you have maximum 366 days. Okay, this is how the next calculation happened. You have to consider about the next 3 digits. Let's go to the book again. You have to consider about these 3 digits, right? So let me highlight this 3 digit. That means 277, right? 277. So these 3 digits will be considered. 277. So that tells which date this person born. So if it is like 577, so immediately you have to decide this is female and also deduct 500 to find the exact date. So after deducting 500, what is the date? It is 77, right? If it is
Yes, sir.
female only, female, you have to deduct 500. So this is not there in the books. So carefully listen. This part is not there in the book. This part is not there in the book. So carefully listen. If it is below 500, nothing to do. It's male and the date is the exact date. But if it is above 500, it is female and immediately you have to deduct 500 from that to find out the exact date. I hope you got the point. Okay, so let's go back. Now it's time to do some calculations. So let's refer to our Excel sheet. So I have few examples. Now you know male or female. Can you tell the day of this person? Which day of the year? Which day of the year this person born? First 2 digits belongs to the year. Next 3 digits is to the date. So what are the next 3 digits?
105.
105. So what about this next one? This one? Next 3 digits?
243.
243. No. 560, right?
563.
563. 243. How it came?
Also, I look at that third one.
All right. Okay. That one is 243. That's correct. Okay. Right, okay, this is how you found the actual day, right? But you know the 563 is invalid. Why? Do we have that much of date per year?
No, sir.
We don't have, right? We don't have that much of days per year. So 563 is wrong. So what do you have to do? You have to deduct
Minus 500.
minus 500. So to find out the exact day, you have to deduct 563 will be the answer from this actually 500. So this one, what you have to actually do, you have to subtract, I'm doing that itself. You have to subtract 500, then you will get the exact date, right? So that is 63rd day of the year. Right, now you know the date. So when you know the date, you can easily find out the month. How? 105. Where it belongs to? 105 belongs to which month? Is it January, February, March, or April? 105 belongs to
April.
105 belongs to January, February, March, or April.
March.
March 31st. If it is March 31st, that is 91st day of the year. March 31st. After March 31st, do you have dates? No, you don't have any.
Yes, sir.
March 31st is the 91st day of the year, right? Agree with me.
Yes, sir.
March 31st is the 91st day. So because first 31 days belongs to January, next 21 is to February. So next 31 to March. March 31st is the 91st day of the year. So here I'm talking about 105th date. 105th days falling into April then, right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
No? Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if not, please read it again.
Sir, can you
If it is
say that? Yes.
right, okay. If it is a yes, that's okay. Otherwise, I'm telling it again. So what did I tell? Right, if it is March 31st, so day will be 91st. 92nd will be, 92nd date will be April 1st, right? 92nd is April 1st. 93rd is,
April
93 is April 2nd. 92, April 1, April 1st. 93, April 2nd. 94, April 3rd. 95, April 4th. Understood? Unclear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, first is January 2nd, January 2nd, 3rd, January 3rd, 4th, January 4th, 31, January 31, 32 is February 1st, 33 is February 2nd. Likewise, it will go up to 60. 60 is February 29. 60 is February 29. Then the 61 is March 1st. Likewise, it goes, and then last day is March 31st. March 31st is 91. Then February 1st is 92. Understood my point?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Then so this will be April. So April which day? This is April then. The month is April, right? April. Then what is the date? To find out that, you have to subtract 91. 91 is March 31st, no? Then 105 minus 91. So it is February 14th. Sorry, April 14th, my mistake. So you have to subtract 91 from that to find the exact date. That is February, sorry, that is April 14th. Okay. Okay, 63rd day. So which month it belongs to? 63rd day. Can you tell me? 63rd belongs to which month? Is it January, February, or March? 63. March. March, what is the date?
3rd.
30 or 3? March 3. 63. is March, yes, March 3rd, yes. 60 is March, February 29, 61, March 1st, 62, March 2nd, 63, March 3rd. Correct. It's March 3rd. So how to find that? The day is March. And the day is 3rd. Third tree is you find this by subtracting 60 from 63, right? Okay, next date is this one, 1978. So the date value, you know, it's 400, so 243. 243. 243 falling into which month? 243.
August.
243 is
Right.
falling into August. Yeah, August. Say August, right? Date? What is the date?
30th.
August. 244. If it is 244, it is 31st. Then 243, no, it is 30th, right? August 30th, correct. Okay, understood how I derived this date of birth? So can you please write down this? So please write down the topic. First, please write down the topic. Get information from the NIC number. Get information from the NIC number. Under that, please write get information from the NIC number. Under that, please write NIC is an example for NIC is an example for information. NIC is an example for information. Old NIC has old NIC has 10 digits, including English letter. Old NIC has 10 digits, including an English letter. New NIC has 12 digits. New NIC has 12 digits. Next sentence. First two digits of old NIC. First two digits of old NIC. First two digits of old NIC. Or first two digits of old NIC. Or first four digits in new NIC. First four digits in new NIC. In the old one, it's 2 digits. In new one, it is 4 digits. First 2 digits in old NIC or first 4 digits in new NIC indicates birth year. Indicates birth year. Indicates birth year. Indicates birth year. Next three digits indicates date of the year. Date of the year. Next three digit indicates date of the year. First four digits is like first four digits or the first two digits in the old format is year, and the next three digit indicates date of the year. Next three digits indicate date of the year. It has month, date, and gender. It has month, date, and gender. It has month, date, and gender within it. Within it. If it greater than 500, if it greater than 500, if it greater than 500, if it's greater than 500, it indicates female gender. It indicates female gender. It is
Sir,
less
can
than
you please
500.
repeat that?
If it greater than 500, if it greater than 500, it indicates female gender. It indicates female gender. And if it is less than 500, and if it is less than 500, it is female. Sorry, it is male. If it is less than 500, it is male. We need to subtract 500. We need to subtract 500 to find out. We need to subtract 500 to find out the real date. We need to subtract 500 to find out real date if it belongs to a female. If it belongs to a female. If it belongs to a female. Look at the following examples. Look at the following examples. Then please write down this table. You have to write down this table. This table indicates like, so what are the possible date values you get? So then below you can see, after that you can see the calculations after the table, right? table and also please write down table and also the examples. These are the NICs. And then you find the year, gender, day, and month. So do write this quickly in your book. Let me know after you're done. You can now test your parents' birthdays today, and also for anyone you can test this. So you can do small magic. Maybe when you find an NIC, you can tell, okay, let me find your date of birth from NIC, and then do the calculation and tell them, this is your birthday. According to this NIC, this is your birthday. Right? There are some apps created based on this concept. So there are some Android apps. There are some websites to find out or they extract this information. So you can also think about creating such either Android app or website. So to facilitate people finding out information from their date of birth. Okay, do this quickly. Let me stop recording for a while.